Namaste everyone. My name is Vaibhavi Haridas and I welcome you to Arva Yoga session. And today we are dedicating this session to Holi, which is one of the major Hindu religious holidays. I'm going to go back here. Today also happens to be a very special day for all the major religions in the world. The Muslim community celebrates Shab-e Barat. Jewish community celebrates Passover. Palm Sunday is observed by Christians, and Holi, the color of the festival of colors, is observed by Hindus all over the world. And today also happens to be full moon of the month, and this is one of the last full moons before the harvesting begins. So this particular day holds a lot of significance in all the major religions. So today we are going to do a series of asana sequence that is honoring the spirit of the season. And we are also going to honor moon as we do our asana practice. So the way today is going to work, we are going to start with a seated breathing exercise. Then we are going to stand up and do a few standing asanas. And we are going to do asanas that are helping us celebrate colors in our life, build strength, asanas that are helping us get that drive and face anything that life throws at us. We are also going to honor our mind and moon by moon salutations. Then we'll finally come back on the mat and finish out the session with a Metta Meditation, which is a Buddhist meditation. So I hope you enjoy today's session. Let's begin by breathing exercise, full breath yogic breathing. In order to do this, place your left hand on your belly and right hand on your chest next to your rib cage. And let's begin by breathing in through our nose, feeling the air fill our thoracic region, expanding the chest sideways. So feel your chest expanding sideways, and then finally your belly popping out to get that full breath in. So try this with me once. As you exhale, feel the belly collapse, then the rib cage contracting as you breathe out through your nose. Now, a lot of times we see folks, when we say full breath in, you go like this. Your shoulders need to be relaxed. So try this a couple of times. Close your eyes if that feels good. Maybe one more last breath here, full yogic breathing. As you arrive on the mat, keep everything that you were doing before this practice outside of the mat, and just be present for the next half an hour or so that we are going to do this practice together. At this point in time, I'm also going to ask you and invite you to do a mudra. Mudra is a hand gesture. So what we are going to do is we are going to place our thumb, our middle finger, and our ring finger together like so, like almost like the symbol that you make for deer. And then take your index finger and place them at the bottom of the thumb. So this is heart mudra, and we're going to use this particular mudra as we do a couple more breaths in through our nose. So place your hands gently in this mudra on your knees, close your eyes, and just focus on your breath, the same breath that we saw, how it expands our chest and then our bellies as we take a full breath in through our nose and exhale through our nose again. Let's use the next couple minutes to set an intention for our practice today. Again, going forward with the theme of Festival of Colors, Holi, as well as the full moon, I invite you to set this following intention. Again, you're welcome to choose any intention of your choice, but based on this session, if this resonates with you, say the statement out loud or in your mind's eye. I live life to its fullest, and I am at peace with myself. As we think about the season ahead, full of celebration, full of vitality, and given life is going to throw all different colors at us, some colors we're going to love, some colors we're not going to love. Let's use our breath to remind us of the divinity within us, and also to come back to this breath whenever we feel overwhelmed with life and get that mental peace. At this time, I'm inviting you to breathe in one deep breath in. At the top of the breath, we are going to chant one Om and start our class. Om. Gently blink open your eyes. Release your hand mudra. Rub your palms together and let's begin our warm-up. Let's start with our neck rotations and neck warm-up. Begin by bringing your head and tilt it sideways so that your right ear touches the right shoulder. Back to neutral and then to the left. Back to neutral. Look down. Look up. And now back to neutral. And let's say no after saying yes. So look to your right. Look to your left. One more time. Tilt your head to the right, to the left. Say a big yes, and then a big no. So just gently waking our body up. Quick rotation of our neck. Couple of rounds clockwise, couple of rounds anti-clockwise. Shoulder rotations. Do a couple clockwise, couple anti-clockwise. Open up your palms, index finger in, index finger out, and do this quickly to open up your fingers and wake your fingers up. Extend out your legs, quick ankle rotations. Bring your legs in, Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Do a little butterfly to wake up your legs. And let's come to a tabletop position. Now at this point in time, check your posture. Make sure that your legs are hip width apart, your hands are shoulder width apart, your shoulders are stacked over your wrists, and hips are stacked over your knees. And let's do quick cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, open your shoulders, look up. Exhale, round your spine, tilt your hips in, look at your belly button, and reverse. Do this at your own pace a couple of times. to really start warming up your spinal cord. And from here, you may feel free to rotate your hips gently to wake up your full body. Tuck your toes and lift your knees and come into inverted V position. Check your posture. Knees are straight with a little micro bend. If possible, heels are on the mat. Shoulders are open as you open your chest and bring your head in between your arms for an inverted V position, or Adho Mukha Svanasana, the down dog. Breathe here for a couple of breaths. Now look forward, come to a plank position, and at this point, simply jump, step, or walk forward, rise up, and come to a standing position. At this point in time, we are in a standing position. We are going to do a couple of standing asanas over here, starting with Tadasana. In order to do Tadasana, maybe I'll shift over this side. Let's bring our hands up, interlock our fingers, turn our palms upward, and stand up tall like a palm tree. Release, come back down. Again, at this point in time, 2 quick Tadasanas, hand up, upturn your palms, and release, and last. We're going to start to pick up our pace a little bit over here. Now let's do Parshvattanasana. In order to do that, inhale, hands up, interlock your fingers, except the index finger, it's pointing upwards. This is also called Ardha Chandrasana, modified half moon pose. Inhale, and just simply bend to your right as you exhale. Couple of breaths here. Come back to neutral. Again, inhale and exhale. Now to the other side. Come back to center. Release your hands. Take your palms, put them on your lower back. Tuck your elbows in. Inhale, look up. Push your hips forward with your hands as you open your chest, look up and breathe. Anuvrittasana, or standing back bend, great for your body. Remember this particular pose because you're going to do this when we do our moon salutations. Exhale, come back to neutral and stand in Tadasana, or the standing mountain pose. Pick up your toes, feel all 6 points of your feet. Deep breathe in and out. And at this point in time, we are going to take twice the hip distance between our legs. And we're going to do a quick warrior series in order to build that strength and flexibility in our body. So what I want you to see is the distance between your legs should be comfortable, twice the hip distance apart, okay? If you feel like, you can take a little bit more. At this point in time, turn your left foot to be 90 degrees to the other foot and turn the other foot at a 45 degrees. Sit down and Inhale and bring your hands up. So the back leg is at a 45 degrees angle to the body. The front leg is with feet pointing forward. Hands are up straight. Feel the strength in your standing legs. And at this point in time, as you exhale, bring your hands and interlock your fingers in the back. Inhale. As you exhale, bend forward. And this is our humble warrior, Virabhadrasana Bhakti. Couple of breaths here. Inhale as you come back to standing. Turn your foot to face forward, and let's repeat this on the other side. Now turn your right foot to 90 degrees. Left foot is at a 45 degrees angle. Sit down to get a nice 90-degree bend in your foot, in your leg that's facing forward. Square your hips. Inhale, hands up, and breathe. This should really start to get your body warmed up completely. After a couple of breaths, as you exhale, bring your hands in the back. Interlock your fingers. Inhale, exhale as you fold forward for Virabhadrasana Bhakti. Feel the strength in your legs here. Rise up and turn your feet forward. And at this point in time, you're welcome to just bring your feet back together, or from here, let's go into a goddess pose. In order to do goddess, again, feet are parallel to each other. Your hands, see if you can bring your hands back in the heart mudra. So middle and ring finger to thumb, index finger touching the base of your thumb. Pinky is just standing there by itself. Inhale, bend your knees and sit down in goddess pose. And breathe. Again, a nice strong pose here. Holi, the Indian festival of colors, is named after Holika, who was the demoness who was burned in fire. So you're going to honor Holi by doing this one quick goddess pose and release, stand back up, release your hands, come back to neutral and breathe. We're going to get into our moon salutations now. For moon salutation, I invite you to come to the top of your mat. And from here, we are going to inhale, hands up, exhale, fold forward, bend forward, bring your chest to your thighs, hands sit next to your feet, and establish the connection between your heart and thighs. Knees are bent. Bend your knees as much as you want. But you're feeling the connection between your chest and your thighs. Inhale as you take a big step back with your right foot. Knee comes down on the mat. And place the feet flat on the mat. From here, simply stand up and feel a nice hip opener here with this pose. You're welcome to bring your foot forward, the left foot, to kind of get a little bit more stretch in your hips. Here, breathe for 3 to 5 deep breaths. Option to stay here or go into Anjayanasana. So for that, hands in Anjali Mudra. Inhale, look up, bend back, look back. Again, option to stay right here or simply look up, open your chest, see how far you can go comfortably. Release, hands back to the mat. Bring your left leg now back so that you're back in tabletop. From here, rise and come to a kneeling pose. We're going to do Ushtrasana or camel. So for camel, again, remember the asana that we did standing up. We are going to repeat the same here. Hands on lower back. As you look up, push your hips forward, look up, and get that nice back bend. Option to take this one notch up by doing the same thing. So hands on your back, look up, look back, keep breathing. And at this point in time, when you're feeling comfortable, simply drop your hands to your heels and pretend that somebody is pulling you up towards the sky. A complete chest opener. Open your hearts. Couple more breaths here. Release. Come back up to standing on your knees and go down to child's pose. Couple of breaths here. As we rise up to tabletop, bring your hands a little forward and we're going to do cobra from here. So bring your chest in between your hands, weave it forward, legs together, one big straight leg. As you bring your torso up to a cobra, tuck your elbows in and feel the strong pose. Breathe. Another last breath here. Deep breathe in and out. As you exhale, push yourself up. Come back to child's pose. Stand back up to another round of Ushtrasana. Again, hands on your hips. As you inhale, look back, bend back. Strong pose. If in the last round you did not feel like putting your hands down to your heels, see if now is a time you feel comfortable doing that. If now you feel comfortable, do that. Last breath here. Rise up, sit down back in another child's pose. Couple of breaths here. As we rise back to tabletop, and this time around, bring your right leg in between your hands, leave your left leg behind, and adjust your leg to get as much strength as you feel comfortable today in your hips. So this is a hip opener, and here we are going option to stay right here like we did when we started our sequence, or breathe in and out, and when you feel comfortable, hold your hands in Anjali Mudra. Inhale, look up and back. Again, that's an option. Right here is perfectly fine. Option to look up, look back, holding your hands on your knees for support. When you're ready, place your hands on your mat, tuck your toe, bring it forward. You're in forward fold. Again, remember to see if your chest can touch your thighs as you bend your knees. Uttanasana. After one more breath here, rise up or inhale, hands down, exhale. And with that, we have honored the moon by a full moon salutation. Everybody knows about the sun salutation. This is a little different and takes the pressure off of our wrists and includes a lot of back bends. So after this, I invite you to sit down on the mat in Malasana. In order to do that, hands together, feet are hip distance apart. Start sitting down. As you sit down, open your knees. Use your elbows to prop your knees away. Strong hands. Feet are flat on the mat. And just breathe. Gently sit down on the mat. And let's do a unique seated position here called Agnisthamasana. Again, Holika fire, this particular Firelog pose is continuing with our honoring the festival and the season here. So the idea behind Agnisthamasana is you're stacking your two lower legs on top of each other. It's as simple as that. It's like two fire logs, one on top of the other. So this is how this asana looks like. Feel free to sit in this asana. I have my right leg stacked on top of my left leg. Again, toes are pointed forward, and really it's as simple as that. Your lower legs appear to be fire logs stacked on top of each other. Here we're going to inhale, hands up, exhale, fold forward. Breathe in and out. Walk your hands to the right, forehead on the knee. Deep breathe in and out. Walk your hands back to center, rise up, and hands down. We are going to bend laterally to our right again. Right hand on the mat. Inhale, left hand goes up as you bend over to the right. Exhale, hands back down. Extend your legs out. Give your ankles a little roll, and then reverse Agnisthamasana. This time, left leg over the right leg. And let's repeat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in and out. Walk your hands to your left. Forehead touches the knee. Feel the stretch in your body. Walk your hands back to center. Inhale, rise up, hands come to the side, and another quick stretch laterally. Left hand on the mat, right hand, inhale, comes up, and bend laterally to your left. Feel the stretch on the side of your body. Inhale, exhale, come back to center. And at this point in time, feel free to do one more quick rotation of your ankles. Now, an option here to do one twist in our body by just simply sitting in cross-leg position If you feel comfortable, you're welcome to sit in Padmasana or the lotus pose, or regular cross leg is perfectly fine. And from this point, inhale, hands go up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, extend your spinal cord. And as you exhale, twist a little. Build up flexibility in your spine. Release, come back to neutral. Inhale, hands go back up. Exhale, other side. Now left hand comes, meets the right hand meets the left knee, and you're twisting to the other side. Inhale, spinal cord extends up vertically. Exhale, twist. Couple more breaths here. Feel the stretch on your belly. Exhale, come back to neutral. Now, here we're going to now lie down on the mat for 3 asanas, including one inversion. So whenever you feel comfortable, simply lie down on the mat. And we are going to do Setubandhasana or the bridge pose. In order to do that, bring your legs with your knees bent and feet flat on the mat. Hands can stay simply on the mat. If you feel like it, you are welcome to hold on to the ankles of your feet if that's in your practice today. Or, like I said, simply on the side. Inhale and lift your hips up. Feel your chest rising up to meet your chin. Strong legs, an inversion where your heart is above your head. That's why this is called an inversion. If you feel like it, interlock your fingers under your body, fold your shoulder blades, and pick your hips up a little bit more. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Squeeze your hips. Hold this posture. Breathe through your nose. And after last 2 breaths, release. Hands to the side. Extend your legs out and relax. One more asana here. To really counter this inversion, bring your legs up and place your feet at the edges of the mat, parallel to the edge of the mat, with the outer edges of your feet lined up with the edges of the mat. Now from here, your hands can go straight up above your head or can be on the side like so. I'm choosing to put my hands all the way up, and we're going to do windshield wipers. This gives a nice twist to our body. When you are ready, simply drop your legs on one side of the mat and breathe. Torso stays in one straight line. It's just the knees that have dropped on one side of the body. Nice twist along the spine. Bring your legs back to neutral and then repeat on the other side. Windshield wiper, because I'm all the way against the wall, I'm not dropping my legs, but you're welcome to drop your legs on one side of the mat. Bring your legs back to neutral. Relax. Bring your hands to the side of your body. Pick up your legs. Bring your knees close to your chest. Hug your knees. See if your hands can touch the opposite elbow, hugging those knees towards your chest, Apanasa, or the wind release pose. Nice, gentle stretch to the spinal cord. Feel free to rock from side to side, massaging that spinal cord a little bit more. And at this point in time, release your legs out, turn to one side of your body, and when you're ready, feel free to sit up straighter and continue at this point in time to be connected with your breath as we go into the last meditation of today, Metta Meditation. So, we talked a little bit about how today happens to be a very important religious festival, no matter what religion you belong to, religion agnostic importance of today, moon. And we did a bunch of asanas honoring building strength, building mental peace and calmness. And again, in order to live our life to its fullest, the intention that we set and being at peace with ourselves. Forgiveness as a quality is very important. And this is, Holi is said to be forgiveness aligned festival. And so are some of the other important religious festivals of today to bring in that quality. And in order to forgive others, we need to be thinking positive of everyone around us. So let's do this one meditation. Feel free to place your hands on your knees just like so, or feel free to do the same mudra that we started, heart mudra, which is index and ring finger connected with your thumb. I'm sorry, middle and ring finger connected with your thumb, and index finger at the base of the thumb. Little finger is just left alone, standing by itself. Place your hands on your knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Close your eyes. And we are going to take 3 breaths between each of the sentences that I'm going to say out loud. Let's start by first thinking about our own self and saying this in our mind's eye. May I be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. 3 deep breaths in and out through our noses here. Really visualize yourself and the intent of being happy, healthy, and at peace. Breathe. Now, at this point in time, think about a dear family member or a dear friend. Bring that person in your mind's eye. See that person in your mind's eye. And say this out loud for them, for that person. May he or she, whoever is in your mind's eye, fill in the blank there, be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. 3 more breaths in and out through our nose. Now in your mind, think about someone who you do not know very well, a neutral person, someone who probably you met just once, someone who works in your office, or someone who you just see at the grocery store and they are neutral to you. You just don't know them. Bring that person in your mind's eye and place this wish upon them. May that person be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. 3 more breaths in and out through our nose. Let's expand from this point on to include someone in our mind's eye, someone who has probably harmed us recently, someone who has wronged us. Bring that person in your mind's eye and see if you can place the same wish upon them. It might become a little harder at this point in time, but really try to say, may this person be happy, healthy, at peace. And last but not least, let's think about all the beings in this world and place that intent upon everyone. May we all be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. Gently at this point in time, feel free to release your mudra. Bring your hands close to your chest in prayer pose or Anjali Mudra. Blink open your eyes, and I hope you really enjoyed today's session honoring many religious holidays around the world across many religions, as well as honoring the wonderful full moon tonight. Namaste, and I hope to see you again on arvayoga.org sessions. Be well and namaste.